sometimes these people forget that the internet exists and we could pull up these receipts.
The presidential pardon was originally meant to grant the president the power to temper justice with mercy. It was not enshrined in our Constitution so that a dishonorable man could reward his criminal allies, friends, and family for their corrupt practices. I don't have a problem with Biden pardoning his son. He should have pardoned him. The crazies are coming, right? But to me, it's like, pardon more.
This is why a lot of people have woken up and stopped trusting the Democrats, because y'all some flip-flopping motherfuckers. And if it wasn't for technology and that we have receipts, you would lie about that too. That is fuckery.
These news organizations don't realize that we have absolutely all the receipts. Everything is in a truth vacuum, and we have yet another story that they are trying to fabricate as we speak. And it's just so funny to see these people scrambling for absolutely anything they can to make a story, get a news headline, whatever the case may be. And we have so much info so rapidly that these news organizations are so slow, and everything gets debunked very, very quickly. And Rachel Maddow, yet again, another conspiracy theory, just like Joy Reid we've seen. And it is just glorious to see her just, kicking and screaming and just trying to find anything to hold on to, even though we have all of the receipts. And with that being said, let's get into it.
The top campaign donor to U.S. President Donald Trump, Elon Musk, has apparently somehow convinced the United States government, specifically the United States Department of State, that the taxpayers of the United States of America should spend $400 million buying, quote, armored Tesla production units.
MSNBC's Rachel Maddow covered that alarming story on her show last night, but she's leaving out some pretty crucial details about that massive Tesla contract. And we'll tell you what the details are after you watch the rest of what she had to say.
Since I think the only supposedly armored production vehicles Tesla makes are these hilarious trucks, this really appears to be the State Department announcing, putting in writing that it's going to spend $400 million buying these paperweights from Elon Musk. This is a line item in the latest procurement forecast for the U.S. Department of State.
So this is where the story actually takes some twists and turns. And I would venture to say that the producers over at the Rachel Maddow show on MSNBC were fully aware of the dates involved on this procurement documentation. So bear with us as we go through the details. Ryan Grimm of Dropsite News first reported on this contract yesterday, but what Grimm reported is a little bit different from what Rachel Maddow reported. So let me give you the relevant portion of Ryan Grimm's reporting here, where he says that the State Department's procurement forecast, revised as of late December 2024, lists Tesla as the recipient of the largest expected contract, with Marco Rubio's department planning to buy $400 million worth of armored Tesla. The procurement forecast is listed as having been modified on December 13th, 2024, a month after Donald Trump's election. It was a month after Donald Trump's election, but it was obviously before he had been inaugurated, before he was officially in office. In other words, the State Department would have issued that contract under Biden's administration. So I'm sure Rachel Maddow is going to correct that on a subsequent broadcast. I can't wait to see it. But after Grimm's initial report, the Trump administration did something interesting. So Grimm reported this morning, let's take a look at this. After Dropsite News revealed Tesla was forecast to be given $400 million contract for armored Tesla, the State Department altered its spreadsheet to obscure Tesla's role. Metadata shows the spreadsheet was revised several hours after our story published. And the twists and turns don't stop there. So after that post, the State Department reached out to DropSite News directly, which sounds kind of scary, but it's not, because they wanted to say that the Tesla contract is actually now on hold. DropSite News then updated their reporting accordingly, and they also reported that the new information about how the contract came to be, they say that the acquisition plan was set in motion by the Biden administration last year as part of a move to convert the Bureau of Diplomatic Security's fleet of roughly 3,000 armored vehicles into zero-emission electric vehicles by 2023. And in April of last year, the Bureau of Diplomatic Security issued a request for information to see which electric vehicle manufacturers would be interested in taking on that request. Now, according to the Trump State Department, only one company showed any interest in this contract, and that one company happened to be Tesla. The State Department stated that the next step in the process would involve an official solicitation being sent out to vehicle manufacturers to bid, adding that, however, the solicitation is on hold and there are no current plans to issue it. So, Cenk, what do you make of this story? All of it, because there's some suspicion that the Trump administration is going to give Tesla that contract anyway, but they don't want it to appear as though Elon Musk's conflict of interests are playing a role in the decisions that are being made in the Trump White House. I'm curious what you think.
Yeah. So before Cenk does anything, I just love the fact that people misconstrue things seemingly all the time. And it's really hilarious that TYT of all places, Anna Kasparian, debunks this, right? She has been in a little bit of a political epiphany, right? More in the center than anything. And overall, I think she, leans left, leans right, kind of goes where the wind blows. And I think, the Trump effect definitely has changed a lot of that. But, back to the 400 million grant. First of all, no one else bid on it. Second off, Trump and the State Department definitely put a hold to it. So where's the story? I think it's absolutely egregious to know the facts that it started under a Biden presidency. But, overall, we just keep pushing stuff. And, I'm sure there's going to be a correction on Rachel Maddow's show because what she said was pretty much a lie. And I just think that it's hilarious that she's just chuckling and laughing at, Elon Musk's Cybertruck, right? But the dude's the richest man in the world. And he did that based on making solid products and cutting wasteful spending. And it has been, a massive risk on his part to even get into politics, but let alone start these companies. And overall, these people were championing him when he was on the left. Now he's on the right. And I still think he's more of a centrist than a right side, in my opinion. But the lines get so misconstrued that it's hard to really even tell. And, he's just trying to build the best companies he can and cut waste, fraud, and abuse. So why can't he do that for the government? And to be seen, these people really don't care what he does, what Trump does. All they want is their clips. All they want is their news stories. And all they want is to get the attention back that they once had. And it's not going to happen. We are the news. We're going to continue to talk about these issues and continue on. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share. Smooth Unfiltered. Peace.